Whoa, open wheel.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, almost stepped right.
Hey everybody, it's Robert coming to you with another adventure into history. Today, Cecil and I are down in beautiful Sumter County, Georgia. Cecil is documenting cemeteries down here for a cemetery survey where he's locating every cemetery that can be found out here in the county. And I'm joining Cecil today. Where have you brought me?
This is the old Mount Carmel AME church cemetery. What's left of the church, I think, is in that pile behind us. I believe it sat right over here. We'll see the foundation and the stairs.
Got some of the greenest grass in all the cemeteries. We're surrounded by farmers' fields, farmland.
This grass grew like this, and we had snow, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I believe the small church building sat right here.
Okay, I see some foundation.
You know, watch out, there's logs up under all this.
There's the foundation and steps for the church right there. I wonder what's fertilizing the soil out here.
It's probably runoff from whatever they're using in those fields.
Yeah.
Right in here is where you start tripping over headstones.
You got the light on you, Cecil? Luther Raines. That's the name. Let's put some light on the situation here and see. Luther Raines. February 2nd, 1914 to April 20th, 1977. Oh, I got more over here. This is Jeanette Green. Jeanette M. Green, June 8th, 1939 to 1990. What is that? 7? You know, I know 1997 is a lot longer ago than it sounds, but I'm always surprised to see stuff like that. This June. She's born June 8th, 1939 and died June 13th, 18th, 16th. Get it right, 16th, 1997. Lucille Raines, May 16th, 1901 to October 5th, 1993. It's weird to me when I see dates that sound so recent. Although again, 90s was 30 something years ago, almost, for those 1997 graves. Charlie Frazier, there's a month, but he's died in 1961. Louise Wells, born August 2nd, 1914, died December 22nd, 1983. At the bottom it says at rest.
There's one here. Stand it up.
Headstone revealed. K.C. Wells, November 15th, 1914 to April 18th, 1985.
You can kind of see the difference in the grass. There's one there.
Oh yeah.
Something here.
Yeah, I think that might be a
Tree branch.
yeah. So I think that this place was damaged somehow.
These trees, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. This is a vault lid. And I'm watching my step because I don't want to fall into anything. This is a vault lid right here. Mrs. Millie M. Burroughs, March 8th, 1942 is her death date. What's that one say?
Charlie Frazier, October 11th, 1961.
Yeah, I looked at him a minute ago. Another busted up vault lid. So the interesting thing here is a lot of times what we see with these vaults is that these vault lids are on top of burial vault that is open underneath. So you'll get graves that are like filled up with water and stuff like that, in kind of real sketchy situations. These are not. These are just on top of the ground. So it looks like, I guess that
one's flooded.
Yeah. Arthur Foster, born.
Doesn't say the date of born.
Yeah, no month and date, but 1890. Died March 29th, 1948. At the bottom it says at rest. Okay. There's another one right here for Cecil. If you want to grab this headstone too. Here, I'll get down and get this one. And get this. Mary Elizabeth. The Eliza has a period to abbreviate it. Foster, born 1892, died August 20th, 1951. The bottom, it says at rest. And then there's the top of the vault, but again, no big like opening underneath. So I guess they just sat that on top of the ground, and they're not truly vaulted graves. There's another one right here. These blend in. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Did you got by a
little thorn right in the ear?
Yeah. This is Eli Foster, May 19th, 1980. And then over here, Cecil Young? No. And there's another one that says Robert Wright. No, it says Cecil Foster. May 1st, 1902 to January 23rd, 1986, at rest. This is Carrie Foster, died November 13th, 1969. Irene F. Taylor, died March 4th, 1970. The bottom it says at rest. This is always a terrible sight to see over here. This is why I always warn people, be very careful. If you do this cemetery exploration, documentation like we do, you have to be very careful about this sort of situation here. This is why I was watching out and being real careful at some of those vaults over there, those vault lids. This is a vaulted grave. In other words, this burial is not 6 feet underground. Most graves that we come across are not 6 foot underground. This one's not underground at all. The burial vault, burial chamber is right there. The lid of it was this concrete, and it's real thin concrete, just like we saw with those other vault lids. And it's real thin concrete that has been busted open, and the burial is right there, and it is exposed, and the grave is filled up with water. That's not something you want to accidentally step into. That's not something you want to fall into. That's, not a pleasant sight at all right there. So when you're walking through all these, you have to be very careful not to maybe, step on some of these old vaults, because they're very thin concrete and very fragile. And if you do, you could just fall in to the grave, and that would be very, very unpleasant. This grave is for Ida S. Woods. She passed away April 19th, 1967.
Anything else this way or not?
I saw some bulb flowers coming up over there. But I don't know if that's there's any graves, or it could just been stuff that's surviving.
Whoa, open well.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, almost stepped right. Well,
Jeez.
maybe not. Maybe just a really deep hole. That's not a well.
Okay.
It looked like it there for a second.
Yes.
Pretty deep.
Okay, yeah. I see. That's like someone's burrow. Armadillo burrow or something. Yeah, you scared me. I thought I was falling into it and didn't even realize it. We have run into so many open wells. That is just a thing, and something that you got to be on alert for, because we could be walking in a situation like this, and these wells would be just a big open hole in the ground.
The down here, the above ground part's normally wood.
Yeah,
It's rotted away.
exactly. Those are those bulb flowers I was talking about that are coming up. And sometimes they were marked, or they were put at the heads of graves. What is oh, that's a tractor tire. We'll walk over to this fence row and just see. And whatever they're fertilizing this field with is working good for this area over here, and all these cover crops, those greens, are in here too, along with this whatever grass this is. Look at this field behind this place, though. It's pretty beautiful. Not such a bad place to have a cemetery, I don't think. As far as abandoned cemeteries go, we see them so often in the woods, and we document them, and I think by this point in time, with what we've done, Cecil and I both are very used to seeing abandoned cemeteries. So we see these old places, and we don't necessarily think, that's really sad. It's just how it was, or how it is, where these cemeteries fall into abandonment. A lot of times, though, they're kind of in deep, overgrown woods, maybe filled up with thorns or old trees, fallen trees, dead trees. This has got to be one of the most beautiful overgrown or abandoned cemeteries that I've ever seen. The grass here is just so green, and even with all of the disrepair that's here that we've witnessed, it is sad, but this place feels very peaceful at the same time, even just like it is. I don't believe it. It's got to be pumping from a well.